dismount, Cody.
You see the mountain range down there. We're about, how many k's out of Kununurra, James?
Don't know.
A little bit. 20 maybe?
More, I think.
It's climbed up from the main pool. There's a waterfall going into the pool. And this is what's up above it. So there's some tea tree and a very clear running. I gather it's spring fed, I don't know. So James is going to demonstrate the slide. How is it, James? It's beautiful.
Beautiful and clear.
And refreshing.
Not freezing.
No.
Just put it on the rock.
It's slippery. Let's come this way and I'll swim along with my hat there. If I slide, it might be uncontrolled sliding. Watch that little fish. Oh. What was that?
But he's trying to be a troublemaker there. Going to block the water as it flows down. The kids at the bottom of the waterfall comes down the great big bucket. So we're at the famous Wivenhoe crossing, which is closed. They've had a big wet season and it's closed. But it's pretty spectacular. Water's really gushing over that.
What do you reckon? I don't think you should be going across there today.
Over the noise of the thing. Pretty spectacular. An awesome place for a swim if you didn't get eaten.
I wonder if that's a bad sign. Someone's either forgotten their shoes or don't need them anymore.
This is sort of really the first place we've camped where we've had to consider crocs. Anyway, we're in croc country now. There's supposed to be crocs in the river here. We're a fair way from the water and it's quite rocky. And there's little kids walking up and down there up to their ankles and they're not worried.
Scampering around.
Yeah, another little fella down there fishing at the moment. Right, this will be us for tonight, I would imagine. It was a bit tricky getting in here.
Yeah, we had to rely on previous experience, didn't we?
Low branches were a bit of an issue. Okay, we've had a change of campsite. Some of the locals that were here having a barbecue or cook up or whatever they had, day out, because it's Sunday. They've just left, so we've moved down here. That's pretty nice. You just have to be a little bit more croc careful, I guess.
Below Ivanhoe Crossing, on the Ord River. Pretty awesome. Alright, so here we are on the river bed of the Ord River, south of Ivanhoe Crossing, which is closed and flooding, roaring. So just, what a spot. Yep, absolutely beautiful. So we're having brekkie here. The Ord's flowing really well. Spotted some eyes in the water last night. So anyway, you just stay in the van. Obviously don't go wandering to a water's edge or anything ridiculous like that. And have your wits about you. So yeah, I don't know that there's too many big ones here, but we're well away from the water.
I would say exactly that. We don't know.
We don't know. So let's err on the side. Well, you know, it's not, you know, we didn't get eaten. We stayed in the van mostly. Have your wits about you. There's a lot of rock that they to clamber over.
We had dinner outside last
over here
night.
Behind us, which they're not going to do, I shouldn't think. Yeah, so beautiful morning. Yes, I do, James. There it is, the big white thing.
Well, today marks the start of our second week in the Kimberleys. We're going to have a bit of R&R, catch up and do some laundry in Kununurra, and yeah, we've got a bit of a problem with the air conditioning in the van. We'll see whether we can get anyone to look at that, but not too hopeful. There's so many travellers in town with ailments that we'll have to be pretty lucky to get anyone to do anything. Anyway, so far, other than that air conditioning, we have no issues with the van. Nothing's fallen off, nothing's even come loose. Okay, got a few issues here. So I've got a big stick. That's how we have to do it. That's a bit horrible.
How is this tree?
I think it's soft, just go steady. Actually kicked around that one last time. track up here. There's a big stick poking out on this side.
Well, the thickest of that's there, right there, so I'm going to have to hit it.
Yeah, just go slowly. This is the Achilles heel of the Sprinter, the low branches.
You're right. Middle Spring to Black Rock Spring, Black Rock Falls. Yes.
So I'm just walking down to Black Rock Falls to see what it's like. Jodie gone back because she had thongs on. It's a bit rocky. She was going to put shoes on. But I'm just coming down to see whether it's even worth it. Last time we came here, it was a couple of years ago. It was a bit later in the year. It was a Menke. You wouldn't swim in it. And I see here that the falls are not running. We've just come from Middle Springs, and we're too late in the year for that. It was pretty ordinary. Yeah. So there's butterflies here. Lots of butterflies. But the pool itself, you know, you could cool down in it. You certainly wouldn't put your head under it. It'd be interesting to see it when the waterfall was running though. Right now I would say the waterfall is dripping occasionally rather than running. I think I'll pass. Getting here from Middle Springs was an interesting little traverse anyway. It's the track there is said to be high clearance, four-wheel drive only. But Fugly went through there, had a bit of a rocky climb and a bit of sand and what have you. Fugly went through there no problem. It was an interesting little drive. I guess the trick with these places is getting here when there's enough water to make them nice early enough in the season, but having the roads open at the same time seems to be a bit of a balancing act, because as we said, Ivanhoe Crossing is closed, and the other road, Valentine Springs Road, there's a reasonable sort of water crossing on that, and it wouldn't be much. It's Jodie. Wouldn't be much. Wouldn't take much more to have that road closed as well. we're back on the road, sort of. We've had a couple of nights in a really nice apartment in town, which we booked before we left. We've stayed there before and it's beautiful. So that's a bit of a recharge, and so we're all squeaky clean, and tonight we're back on the banks of the Ord River. We've just watched the sunset over Ivanhoe Crossing. There's plenty of people down there trying to catch a barramundi. Haven't seen anyone catch a barramundi. We've sort of got to hang around Kununurra. We wanted to be heading out towards the Gib, but we want to get the air conditioning looked at. We've had a cancellation. Everywhere's booked up to do that. The air conditioning in the front of the van, in the cab, is just not working. Anyway, Friday morning, someone's cancelled, so we've got a space. So I'm hoping at least I can get it diagnosed, and we'll see what happens from there.
So we're just heading down on the side of the road at the spillway from the Lake Argyle dam wall. There's a bit of a track here. It's raging. It's impressive. Anyway, we'll pull up down here and have a good look at it. When we were here 2 years ago, this was dry. Now it is beautiful. It's cool here today too, only 22.5 degrees. Righto, James. Going in? Of course you would, James. They're just like reindeer antlers. Fuzzy. Really cute.
Suede.
Suede, yeah, they're like, but more like the felt on reindeer antlers. Reindeer antlers? Maybe reindeer antlers. So we're just on our way back out from Lake Argyle. We found a spillway,
which is like another river flowing, like something you see in Colorado.
Yeah, wide rapids, bluey, apple water, absolutely gorgeous. So we had a swim, and really had our lunch alongside it. It was absolutely beautiful. So we're heading back now. We're going to go to the Hoochery, which is a gin distillery on at Kununurra. We've been there before.
They have a pretty good ice cream sandwich.
They have the best ice cream sandwich, homemade, that we've ever had. So we're going back to Indulge and have another one.
Getting towards the end of the day, a bit more variety. Having a bit of afternoon tea at the Hoochery. Nice spot. But no ice cream sandwiches anymore.
Devastating. Devastating. Devastating.
So we've got a little bush camp here. It's pretty quiet, I hope. And quieter than last night when we had a guy rock up and park about 15 feet away from us at 10 o'clock at night, and then spend 3 hours wandering around with a light down on the river's edge, I gather doing some sort of fishing that maybe wasn't legal. And then we also had, at about 1 o'clock, we had the police come down the bush track where we were, past the guy fishing, go down further and turn around and come back past us. So it was a bit disturbed sleep. Hopefully it's a bit quieter tonight. After last night, I've got the van parked more or less on the track, pointed up the track. We're ready to go. If we have to have a quick getaway, which I'm sure we won't, but we're ready to go if we do. We're on our way to Darwin. We made the decision to make a 1,600 kilometre detour. That's a round trip, because hopefully I can get something done with the air conditioning in Darwin. You can't get anything done in Kununurra, so that's what we're doing. But we're going to have a look around on our way. We're going to have a bit more of a poke around the back blocks of Lake Argyle. Should be good. Okay, camp for tonight.